things change.
Yes, because what happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday? We were busy.
Yeah.
You took out the steering column. That's just a little comfort extra because of your big stinky thighs. And we have to put in the gas pedal, and someone took out the gas cable over there.
And then
We were really thinking here, and on Monday night we watched a lot of videos and stuff because I'm not that good with the MX-5, and for you it was just some bucket list things.
Yeah, and again we got into the cheap, expensive level. That's right.
So if we're already Prokimaki, we decided together not to save money. Actually, this downpipe is an 80 grand downpipe, or an 80 euro downpipe, which wouldn't really be a problem for this engine if it was going into, say, a Lada.
Or if the exhaust was coming up, so if it wasn't a street car.
That's right, so if you look in here with a clamp and a V-band, we should be able to fit, which would go nicely into the firewall.
We're lighting it up with a flashlight.
So that there's a bit of light in front of you right away where you're going to peek in.
So this would go in there.
In America, they don't make a big deal about this since that empty section can be cut off, so they put a V8 there, as they sometimes do. They just remove that part. You can do this without any consequences. I think it's totally fine. You could reinforce it again so there wouldn't be any problem with it. No, that's not our goal, so we don't want to cut anything. And there is a manufacturer called Kraken who has a really sweet looking cast manifold. And it fits the T25T, 25T, 28 set. It's made so nicely that you don't have to cut anything. So basically, let's say everything is plug and play. Maybe 640 euros, I think. If we looked at something like that, it's a 640 euro set plus shipping, plus whatever else, because of where it's coming from. From Bulgaria, I'll be honest, I've decided, and now you too, that we should just buy the good one. If we're aiming for Prokimaki, let's not settle. I know you guys would love it if I tore something apart there, cut it up, and did some Kimaki stuff to it. But let's not make it about that now. Let's show that we can actually do something properly too. However, it's very strong, but this is what we have, right? Yes.
So we were looking around.
There are some sweet rides in this with 530 wheel horsepower, a little treat like this. The next step right now will be the water cooler. We can also put it in the water cooler. The mailman has arrived, so you can check it out. Jerry obviously sends things in a cool way.
Here are some things, well, spaces.
definitely.
It will be a V-bandit, yes. If you listen to me, then don't be stingy. You see, this fits in nicely here. You can sew around it there, and this has a rim. So, that's how it is. This version is easier to assemble. A little banded, because it's for man's aid. We don't want to overheat it, so this is where we are. Water cooler. Let's get to it, because we also need to lower the water cooler a bit.
With this 90-degree pipe,
Which I'm already taking apart. Obviously, we need to trim this hole here.
you see, maybe I can turn it like this, and then with that 45-degree angle, we can turn it just right.
So it will fit perfectly.
And then, of course, on this side as well, it will go there.
So we're renewing things, you know, so we're making a bracket for the throttle.
With a pedal, or it's not even a pedal, but a pedal with a pedal.
Or we make it from a flat bar. But to make it simple to draw, of course, thanks to the goodness of the tool store, we have the right color and brand of such a tool. And then it's very easy to use it, for example, for 45 degrees, you see? It's nicely marked, and then 45 degrees. This is good, for example, if you need to draw a line a few centimeters away here, then you hook it in, let's say at 5 centimeters, hook it in, oops. And I think it would be really great if then, ta-da.
Still a homemade lathe, but I still don't have a real lathe.
A bit in 2 rounds? Would you like us to try the trot pedal there?
We trust ourselves. We'll warm it up anyway. We'll bend it.
And if not,
then you can put a pedal plate from a Homicita on it, you know, a pedal plate anywhere.
Yes, we know that.
What pedal is this for, by the way?
By the way, let me tell you, this is alpha. But there are several versions under this item number.
If you can arrange something reliable and good in the 20th district, let me know.
Some remain on the other side.
It needs to be crossed out.
To Gorilla.
Stretched.
We're heading up Wednesday night with fireworks, planning to use them if anyone shows up. Let's discuss further, since we're pros. Who's already out?
Let's think about this a bit.
About the electric gas pedal versus the regular gas pedal thing. The electric throttle and the electric gas pedal have several advantages. Now, a normal throttle, a really normal one that doesn't get stuck and isn't Chinese, because the Chinese ones are also like 20,000-30,000 forints. And those get stuck, they're not good, they wear out, they leak air, etc.
There are no secrets, because, you know, this has the same BMW part as the Jag. In fact, it's exactly the same as on the Jaguar.
Go to the scrapyard. I think it's about 15,000 forints. It's a cheap item, the cable won't get frayed, and it's much, much easier to fix things like the idle and cold start in connection with this. It's really, really good to fix, and you can make it much better.
You don't need an idle control motor, and the intake manifold looks a bit nicer.
Fewer parts mean fewer failures and more. And so on. For him, this will also be very good. Whoever can should rather spend a little more on the EQ, so if we're talking about max EQ, because that's our favorite. So don't buy it for 740 euros, but rather buy the Sport for 1,000 euros, not Speeduino or anything like that. We're talking about MS1, MS2.
From the third one, you know it can do it too.
And from the third one, it's no longer this homemade Takimaki, so I recommend this part and its friends to everyone. Everything will be much better for it.
The feeling is exactly the same.
And you can set the gas pedal feeling however you want. If you want it slow, if you want it fast.
Oh yeah, I have a really cool clip from when we were wiring the M3. So I asked Emil, isn't it slower? You know, because that's usually the case, right? In stock they make it slower for fuel consumption and other reasons. I'll insert here the part where the M3 intake manifold or whatever butterfly valve it is opens and closes, which is also electric.
It's about 2 inches further in and about the same lower as well. Well, it's going to be exciting to drive this. But I've done this before.
I guess a heat gun then.
And all kinds of heating devices.
Deodor.
Oops, sorry. Whoa, that might be too much.
No, I think it's about where the factory setting is now.
The gas pedal is really good.
It feels like stock.
Seriously, get a watch, Janto. Put it right here in the middle, and we'll stick it on here.
Why? What's going to be enlarged here? You spot a fog this thick, there's nothing. Or is there?
Number 26, or is there?
Number 26.
By the way, I may have grown another one here.
No. Oh, that's why.
Yes.
Oh, I think this is comfortable.
I'll cut into it and see if I can cut it with scissors. What?
I should fit in too, right?
The fan, we haven't tried the Andre fan on it yet. It's not too big, I think.
It's done upwards.
You can sense it's causing a storm? So I think I've convinced you, right?
That doesn't matter.
Well, your shovel is 32, but I think it'll fit just fine. A little more space, a little more space.
Space?
Two next to it and one really close. You're already waiting for something to fail, aren't you?
Oh, fail army. There was the fail army.
It is not a motor.
It needs to rev up.
And now this should be enough for everyone. That's how it hits, Monica, right? Super low mount. Is that a super horse mount?
Do you know what that is?
One step closer to the finish.
Good.
To the finish. So now comes the part where we take apart the cooler. It almost fits, but it doesn't.
So we measure it?
I'll measure it from there. Yeah, that crap. We'll just cut it off like this right away.
This, man, this is fine. This is the machine.
And from this, I can make anything.
You know...
This is a weirdly shaped little bro cooler. So I'm turning something round into something square. But I'm sure I dare to put it here, and I dare to go in here for this.
We're touching that damn crap exactly.
So the oil cooler will fit in the middle too, right?
I think so.
Wow, it really is like a chimney. Listen to this. Seriously, right? Well, I'm really not going to mess around with this here.
I see.
Kexi is really good. I welded the thing on. Sudden 90 degree. Well, there are better options in terms of flow, but you could even use this to make a railing. Or
ta-da.
Straight pipe.
Whatever. So there is a usage time.
I really like that.
Yes.
Oh, and we can also do this if needed.
That would be nice.
You could only make a diesel MX like this.
You know.
Can you hear me? In full high definition, bro.
You'll translate it anyway. Not like that, not like that, not like that.
Like that. And that's how you put it on.
You cut it, then you put a pipe here. Konnichiwa.
E-muffler!
Me, for those just tuning into the channel. I didn't understand what you're doing right now.
You! Just like this.
Do you like this? This is shot per kb. We planned it somewhere around here. That's right, that's right.
Well, that's a really good paw.
We'll make the holder. If you make these, then Kraken, our other chimney, has blown out.
Kraken.
With a thin stick, with a thick stick. I think with the thick stick, when the material's already heated up, you can weld a bit more evenly.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on, try it. Well, this is a lot of trouble.
I think this will be perfect, buddy.
All right.
Now we need to Putinize it for the game.
Open it up a little more.
Thank you very much. Like this, I have to bring it for this, Is this okay in terms of flow?
This is very delicious.
We take the berries out of the factory fridge. Sorry, I'll come over here.
Now I won't swear, just out of spite.
Damn it, for God's sake.
My blindness.
Mazda feeling, kids.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Kids, you just have to be 45 years old to feel the Mazda feeling.
She's the beauty we've already tried out.
This will definitely be it, because that hairdryer motor piece of crap, we destroyed it. Okay, that one, yes.
He's making noises like a person.
I'll make inhuman noises for you, so I can put in the device that can give cold.
With the engine.
I'm filming like this because you're too tall and it didn't work well for the speech.
Why are you pulling it? Just lift it already. Should I lift it now or not? Thank you.
What's up?
Maybe.
You can't even get a fucking raise. You were holding for delete. Yeah, I get it. Olmosh is in his place, yes. Let's cut Nebel's stem, at least a centimeter.
What were they messing around with?
They ran off all messed up.
What do you mean they left in a mess? Go home yourself. Putin will be the one to poke around now. Can't you see through what's given?
He can't see.
Or I didn't open it with him enough for it to stay on him, damn it.
I've brought the Tippo's Alcott mat.
What kind of new Alcott mat?
Show me one.
Oh, sorry. Look at that.
Yeah, that.
but we still have our place.
We just need to cut some off from here. It'll be perfect this way.
Well, that's how it looks.
Like this. Or he could do this.
I don't know, maybe even out here.
I think this is the best anyway, and you know, this will be moved anyway, and then he'll weld it in.
I know that.
I can plug it in at the front and clamp it on. The same goes for the bottom, but there I also have to weld on a tab. You understand?
Why do you need a tab?
Because it's deaf. Or we put the radiator here like this, and then we have to go around it with the pipes.
Beleérhet a kerék a nagy kormányszögnél, amikor megy a mantra Driftmaster.
Give it here, we'll put it like this.
You don't need to go around here. Go straight. It's almost done.
So we'll see this later. So now we'll do it like this here.
Így.
A valve cover with RMS edition. Very fancy, right?
So the Kraken wagon has arrived, so...
You forgot to mention that. Well, what you can clearly see is that the turbo is further forward with this. It's 3.5 cm further forward and at least 3 cm higher. That's exactly what we need. That's what this manifold gives us to make things better for us. Plus, we have a really sweet little elbow. Well, you saw what the old one looked like. The quality here is really good, by the way. Everything is stainless, all the studs as well, copper nut. So he sent us one of these. And now it goes down there. Everything is nicely fitted down there.
Let's put on the Kraken manifold. Let's see where the turbo sits with it.
Well, we don't hit it here anymore, so we have to lift it up to put it on.
If you're like this, just take it apart raw.
This is when you want to save money. Like you. You were proud for getting that exhaust manifold for 80 euros. This is why you shouldn't try to save money. You end up with cheap stuff. And then you bought the downpipe too, and whatever else. Let's say you spent another 50 on it. We should compare the two, in terms of quality, installability, in every way. It would save us a bit of cutting, a bit of custom fabrication, and this set costs 640 euros like this. What's most important isn't just being able to order this, but the attitude, which for us. I really liked it. We've been brainstorming about it for a week, thinking what if we went with this instead, and I think it was worth waiting a week, because we don't have to cut up the bodywork. We don't have to mess around with the water pipe. We don't have to struggle with anything. We just bolted everything on like this. It took about 17 minutes. It's done and saved us about a day and a half of work. Guys, it doesn't always make sense to save money. This is how it will be.
Because it has to be slanted anyway.
A little bit lower then, right?
Yeah.
So, wow, it looks great.
Yes, but we still need to tweak it, right? I did things like welding it, and I made the reducer, B-band welding, acid washing. More precisely, pickling paste. Now electrify yourself down there, because you're going to stick the thing up for me from below.
Yes, I didn't even show this, so this here is finished. Wagen.
We'll put this on fully and not remove it. Amazing.
Or again, or again, or again. Wow, that's so cool. Not bad like this either. Not bad like this either. All of them!
This way is bad. You brought lots of water. Awesome. It has two other benefits. First, it stays put.
This spit is just like that.
Secondly, in theory, you can tune it tighter.
Yes, because it's already loose. We're holding it with 2 clamps.
We start here and immediately attach the clamp. See? This is how I usually do it. This is about how it will be at the end. Do you like it this way?
Since you can't see it, of course.
Okay, it's really hot in here. We're doing an Army-Navy tube tutorial. There's yeah. We're going to get some water. I'll put this on here. Pay close attention to that. That's because it's threaded. See? Something threaded is happening. Aha, this is left threaded. When you put it on,
It would unscrew down here.
that's right, that's right. Exactly. That's how it should be done. And all the way to this threaded part. That's how you do it. Pushing inward. You can screw it on nicely. Here, we've reached the threaded part. Right there. Look, here's the trick to things. You have to tighten it in there a little bit.
Both into the rubber and into the thread.
Both into the rubber and into the thread, yes. And then you just do it like this. As you can see, it's snapped right into place, and you simply have to screw it in. And if you have a tool like this, you have to screw it all the way down until it clicks. And that's why you need the ointment, because it makes it easy to screw together. And if you did a good job, in a minute you'll have a nice little fancy fitting like this. If this is faster, of course, it's worth snipping off those little sticking out bits. Then it will go together nicely.
It can really get stuck in your hand, though. It went on more easily than the one cut with the grinder.
I'll fill it up.
The system as much as possible.
He filled up everything everywhere he could. Let it be for as little time as possible. Oil pressure. If I have the means and opportunity, the more things are filled up, the sooner the oil pressure will build up.
Can we go?
Try again. I don't think it's in the right spot. That's why he's holding it. Like this. Good, good. Okay, one. That's good.
Emeleji told us what to do. We rewrote the injector. If it gets stuck again, then add 20 degrees.
There's oil pressure. The chimney has a really sweet sound now. Pipe nipple. Now I'll finish it up and then we'll put it in place. This was born to be an oil pan gasket beater. I made it myself.
And then the air filter will fit there too. The also temporary air filter. Your eyes lit up immediately as soon as you saw such a temporary solution.
My eyes lit up more, Whoosy. Cheapskate bastard. Why don't we buy the cubes?
Definitely a cheapskate.
It's going to be so lame. Oh, Baranyapani. Goodwill party, leftover party. I'd like to hear how this is supposed to be nice.
But nobody believes this. Let's start another one and...
Then one more check. Everything down with water, right?
Yeah. The first test is successful.
Listen, were you able to come at around 65,
60, 65. That was like the...
It might have some power, damn it. I'll be the cameraman today. It's a reverse day. Get to work, asshole.
Ready to dive in? You couldn't wait for this, right?
Yeah, tell me what the chick's doing while you're at it. These are cables.
I'll answer like you sometimes do. We're converting regular butterfly cables into electric butterfly cables.
For example, the window washer button caused it to reach the floor.
Or not. You don't dare. You have to put it on one of the buttons so we can mix it up.
This is a random thing.
You have to set fire to all this crap. Thank you very much.
Who is that?
Thank you. What about Emil? Is he walking home? Yes.
Here he is.
Do you have the button?
What kind of screw was that?
Good copy. We're here. Hey, this car really suits you.
Born.
Thank you. Which pressure was it? Which one? 1 bar at 3008, you have the torque. Thank you for checking it out.
Sivu vs turbo.
80 mürm anaimin, cheritlam, bantam roktlam rovnaimin mau, bankar brahma mau, namaste chlao, solcha, loktingat.
Namaste, thank you.
You watched it, then it will be good. And what are you doing? Back to the last one. That's Donne. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Do you have a ride program? No. I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. Namaste.
Thank you.
A hajtókar kijött. Van másik blokk, Emil?
Igen, tudom. 4,5 olajnyomás volt is.
Namaste, thank you.
That Mike Temra to Alpha Responder. 360 gival permis check. Verbosumokralte crafterlik namaste.
Semmi baj.
Thank you. You watched it.
Dugó, basz meg. Az dugattyú.
Thank you for watching.